I'll just do a pan first, I guess. Hi, good evening. We're live from Santa Monica. So I'm showing you the Santa Monica Pier. We're at the Santa Monica Pier. It's Web3 Wednesday. And this is CEO Social. I'm David Whiting, just trying to show you the pier. And we do have a special guest coming on. So what we want to do is somehow with the stream. Okay. We are still streaming, but we're not streaming on Facebook. We're having a little bit of a problem streaming onto Facebook. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But we're still on LinkedIn, and we're still on the other social media. So here is the beautiful Santa Monica Pier. You can see the pier. And we do have a special guest, and his name is Cameron Gall. And this is the Web3 Wednesday meetup. And I'd like to introduce you to Cameron Gall. He came to the meetup. And hi, how you doing, Cameron?
Hi, David.
Hi. Thank you for coming. Thank
Sure,
you for coming.
Pleasure. My pleasure.
Yes, great. And it's been a pleasure meeting you. And we're here at he came to the meetup at the 212 restaurant in Santa Monica. We're at the Santa Monica Web3 Wednesday. We're here on April 17th. We're doing our scheduled Web3 Wednesday. And Cameron was nice enough to come by, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his project.
Okay, David. So, yeah, this is a Film Web3 meetup. And my project is right now, I would consider it a musical project. So it's a play with, a lot of great songs. I'm also working to make a digital animation with the story and the songs. So let me tell you a little bit about the story. So the story is about a handyman drifter. His name is Ryder, R-Y-D-E-R. He is a person who is very much not wanting to commit to relationships, and like I said, he's a drifter. He goes from town to town, just working to support himself, doing odd jobs, working on ranches. The location where the story takes place is like southern Colorado, northern New Mexico area, kind of a mountainous region, very rural. So what happens is that Ryder has an accident. He's severely injured, and he ends up being cared for by an elderly couple that is a part of an immigrant community. And so they nurse him back to health, and through a lot of twists and turns in the story, he goes away and starts his life over again, but then is pulled back to this community because of natural disaster. And he is kind of forced. He doesn't really want to come back because he's already started his own life, but he's kind of forced to come back and help this community get through this natural disaster of flooding. So it's got a lot, like I said, it's got a lot of twists and turns. There's a website. It's restlessridermusical.com, and like I said, Rider spelled with an I. So restlessridermusical.com, and it's you can go on there and listen to all the songs and read the story. There's also a storyboard that goes along with the story itself with the script, and so you can follow along. And then there's links for each of the songs within the story, and so you can follow along with the story. Click on one of the links, listen to the song, go back to the story. Probably take you about 2 hours total. And if you're not really interested in going through the whole story, you can look at the songs individually. When you first go onto the website, there's like an introductory video. It's about 5 minutes long. kind of briefly goes through the story. And that's about it.
Yeah, and that's great. And I know what you're trying to do is get this play off the ground and get the musical off the ground. Could you talk to us how long you've been putting this into development? I saw the website. The website looks really fantastic. So I know it's a passion of yours and it's a dream of yours. Could you tell me how it started and how you got here?
Sure. Great question. I'll try not to be too wordy about it, too lengthy. So uh, most of these songs I wrote. I'm a composer, amateur composer. I wrote these songs probably 20 years ago, and I had always wanted. I'm not a great musician, just barely enough to get along. I've got done some gigs at clubs and stuff like that, but certainly nothing to get excited about. So I wanted to see if I could get some bands interested with to play my songs. And again, mind you, this was years ago. I was not successful doing it. I found out very quickly that people are very interested in doing their own thing, and so go to a band and say, "Hey, I got some great songs. You want to hear them? Maybe play them." And say, "Well, we're writing our own songs." So that didn't work out. And then I thought, well, I'm going to write a story around the songs, and then maybe make a film. I had actually had a film class in college, and I really enjoyed it. So I started working on that. Found out I really wasn't good enough to do that myself. And at that time, that was, like I said, years ago, I really didn't have a lot of funds. So I was trying to think about now, well, what can I do? So I thought, well, maybe I can persuade somebody to do the project, on their own. I went to at that time I was living in Oklahoma, in Tulsa. I went to the University of Tulsa to their art department, and that ended up not being successful either. But they introduced me to animation in the art department. So I was like, oh, animation, well, that sounds really interesting. So then I started thinking about doing an animated video. And, things have just evolved over the years. And technology and the internet has evolved over the years. And now we have AI. And I actually tried to see if I could do some AI on the project. But again, like, I'm a novice. I don't really, I tried to I did some prompts, and got some really weird pictures from my prompts. So, it's not as easy as it looks. I'll just put it that way.
Yes.
So now I have this website. It's pretty cool. And the one thing that I'm ready to do is, I'm ready to go raise some capital. And I've learned enough about, I really need to get some professionals involved, right? Get some professionals involved. So I'm really interested in doing a stage play, and also a digital animation. So I want to see if I can, interest somebody, or if I have to, maybe even pay somebody to help me put together a budget. I want to get a budget both for a stage play and also for a digital animation. And then I'm pretty confident. I've been talking to some people about raising some capital. And now with the advent of the cryptocurrency industry, there's this thing called tokenization, which I'm very excited about. That's another way through marketing to raise some capital as well. So that's pretty much where we are.
Yes, that's great. And I know you had you came here from Long Beach, so I want to thank you for coming to the event, to the Web3 Wednesday event, and I hope that what you're doing, I can help you with, and I have some resources to point you into the right direction, and to get you to meet the right people. And what we're going to do is, from here, this is what these meetups are all about: to meet people like Cameron, and find the resources for him, to point him in the right direction, to help him out, and just to network, meet people who have similar interests. Los Angeles is a great place: film, movies, plays, a lot of entertainment. going on activities. It's Hollywood, of course, and Cameron's here, and he wants to be part of it. And I know that we're going to be able to help him out and have some resources to do that. And we're also going to be able to network and just have a good time at the same time.
Having a good time is important.
Yes, yes, it is. So we just want to thank you, Cameron, for coming on. And what we're going to do now is, we're just going to wrap up this live stream. We were thinking we were going to anticipate we're going to have a few more people at the event. We just turned out just to have a few people at this meetup this time. The last time we had more people show up. You never know who's going to show up, due to traffic and the dates and different constraints that people have. So once again, we'd just like to, I'd like to thank Cameron for coming, giving his story, and participating at the meetup.
Well, David, as we fade out, I'm going to play one of my songs.
Yes,
this is called Loving You.
And this is from the upcoming play that's in development.
Yeah, and now it doesn't want to play.
Okay.
Okay, anyway.
You got? Take your time. We got a few more. You might want to just try, because it might be it's really some beautiful music. If you can get it. If not, we'll definitely give everyone the links to the website. Beautiful.
This is the character Kate singing to Ryder after they get up in the morning, and she's going to make breakfast.
Okay.
I trace a line from here and circle round your ear to meet my lips to yours with a new day dawning. Our eyes meet again, our hearts ask again. The answer comes then, a new day dawning. With you I have no fear. With you there are no tears. With you I breathe the air of a new day dawning. Loving you is as easy as breathing air. Loving you is as easy as breathing air. Loving you is as easy as breathing air.
Thanks, David.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you, and we wish you luck in all your future endeavors. And I hope I can work with you and help you with those endeavors and getting that budget, getting you to meet the right people, and getting you the resources that you need to succeed.
Great.
Thank you, Cameron.